Matt, it seemed like a blitz focus a little bit for you guys today. Was that some of the focus?
No, there's a we do a blitz walkthrough every day at night, and then in the morning our first period's always going to be blitz, and that's really for just alignment assignment, offense and defense, guys getting their assignments down. We'll try new ideas there where we want to look at some stuff during camp. So that's going to be a daily thing where we do blitz period to start the. Yep.
So what have you seen from your eyes from 19 to 20 and the biggest improvements, and then what do you need to see? What's next?
Yeah, I mean, we've always done a solid job of really with the rudiments of the game, meaning like tackling. We've always done a good job there, and this time of year, we're looking for just that. We're just trying to set our foundation for our defense, really for our football team, of what do we believe in, and then what are the standards of what you want to set for our team. And you got to reestablish those every single year because as soon as you don't look at them, man, they go away. And for us, that's the running to the football, the proper angles, the hitting, the takeaways, scoring on defense, all those things, being smart situational players. And we have to reestablish those things right now, and it has to be done on the practice field. So that's what we're looking for. In terms of your question about improvements, we had each guy meet with his coach. We've done this every year since we've been here, and they come up with 3 or 4 things with the player that they can improve on. And then what they do is they implement a plan for the off season through their summer schedule. What can I work on my technique there, and fundamentals and what it is. It could be a crossover step, or it could be playing through the football, whatever that might be for each individual. And then the plan now goes into training camp. So it's a day-to-day, hey, how did I improve my technique from last year? And that's what we're looking for from 2020 to 2021 with our improvement for each individual player in their technique. So that, to me, is the most important thing. Because if we collectively get better at technique, then we're going to be collectively better as a unit. So that's what we're looking for.
So whether it's your backup corner, your third, or Buckner?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's got everybody. Everybody's responsible. The coach is responsible for that. And they have checkpoints during the course of training camp. Are you improving backed up by the tape? Are you improving on your technique? And then what can we do drill-wise? What can we do in the team periods to help us improve that technique?
Matt, what's your early assessment of the cornerback battle or situation, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I mean, you guys know Zave and TJ aren't here, so we got 2 of our starters not here, and then we got another guy that's a role player for us, that's a big role player for us in TJ. So it's good for those guys. To me, it's always an opportunity for when that happens, where a guy's out for a couple of days in training camp, or if a guy's out during the course of the year. It's an opportunity to step up. It's an opportunity to get more reps. Those guys are getting reps with the ones. So I see it as an opportunity for those guys, every one of them. So we're in terms of where I see them fit, it's day 2. There's a lot of little things, a lot of little technique fundamentals they're working on, their eye discipline. From A to Z, we're working on right now. Because like Marvell, he hadn't played in 2 years, so he's going to have to knock the rust off a little bit, which he's doing, and he's getting better.
Hey, Flus, you made a mention about how position coaches give it to players to get better.
Yeah.
A guy like Rock, we've seen flashes so far in his career.
Right.
We've also seen some lapses. What do you guys pinpoint specifically for him to kind of take that next step and hopefully potentially be, a starter?
Yeah, I mean, some of the obvious things are just where his hands are, keeping his hands down low and then playing through the football, and then his footwork, through the catch point, does he have a good base? Does he have good balance to come back to the football? And then what does he do when he reacts to the football and dislodging the ball from the receiver? So he's been working on all those things, and obviously his start, from A to Z he's going to work on, but we've honed that down for him and his coach, and I'm involved in that too. So we're going to constantly work on that, and he's going to keep improving. And he's had a couple good days here, and we're excited where he is. But he understands where he has to go, and he's going to do that. He's going to do that. So we're encouraging him every single way, every single part of the way.
Chris Ballard mentioned the backup defensive tackle is a competition he's looking to watch. What are you seeing out of the talent there so far?
Yeah, I mean it's at both spots. At 3 technique, at nose tackle, you're going to have guys come in there, and it's important for those guys to be able to play against our ones. So you'll see a little bit where we have DeForest take some time off or Grover take some time off and put those guys with the one offense, so we can see them in competition in pads. So that's the biggest thing we need to see once we get the pads on.
How important is that rotation in a season that now is going to 17 games, where you're going to have 18 weeks, 17 games, just to be able to keep those guys fresh?
Yeah, the rotation's always important. If I know you've followed us over the last 3 or 4 years, but we play a lot of guys. So at the defensive line, we play 8 guys. We play several guys in the back end, so we're going to keep doing that because we know it's important to have the backups ready to play during the course of the year.
Sticking with the defensive line,
Go ahead.
where are you at with ends? Are those spots open in your mind? Or you guys have guys kind of have in mind? How much are you going to have to learn over the next 4 or 5 weeks?
Yeah, I really believe that it is open, because, yeah, I do, because, if a guy has a great camp and he applies pressure to the starter, well that should be recognized, and his playtime should be increased. Whereas if a starter has a great camp, well, he's going to keep his job. I mean, that's the nature of the NFL and really the nature of competition. So we believe in that. So we believe having an open mind, with guys to perform their performance, because it happens all the time. You got a veteran who's been playing for 13 years and all of a sudden he starts to decline. Well, you got to recognize that. You don't recognize that unless you have an open mind and really look at the rep by rep, day by day, and leave it open in your mind as competition. So I think that's so important that you do that. And we always do this as coaches. We say, we always want to, we love all our players. Make no mistake about it, because we got great character guys, and they're just great men. So we have a relationship with them. But how we detach that is we always say we evaluate the number. So the number, when we're looking at you on tape, it's the number we're evaluating you, not the man, because we know what kind of man you are, what kind of character you have. So we got to be able to separate that, and that's how we do it.
You didn't use that. Two more. You didn't use that third safety as much last year. Maybe because you used the linebackers more.
Yeah.
Might you go back to that a little bit? Do you do that? It feels like you might have some depth at safety. And how do you feel about it?
Yeah, we feel good about our safeties. I think a lot of times that's a matchup issue and also a personnel issue. It's both things. So if you have a matchup problem for a linebacker, you might go to the 3 safeties, which we've done. I've ran that package for a lot of years, so that's we can easily put that in. And we're going to do some of those reps during the course of training camp. But if you feel good about your linebackers, where they are, you'd hate to take one of those guys off the field because they're a playmaking ability. So.
Have you seen other competition at linebacker? You lose Anthony, obviously Darius is not out here yet, so you got some guys that are given an opportunity.
Yeah. So EJ's been in there. We've had him in there with the nickel, with the will spot. We have to get once Darius comes back, we got to get EJ some Sam reps, along with Zaire. So that's good. I think it's really good for him. Like I said, it's a great opportunity for EJ to be in there. He's had a couple of mistakes and he's done some good things. So he's got to work through that, and he's going to.
Any idea when you guys put pads on?
It's the second. Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Monday.
Yeah. We're ripping ready to go, man. Let's get it.